talk about this dance of self and not self, of self and other, of in here and out there. And again, I want to circle back to this dynamic tension, this tension of self and no self. It's a figure ground shift that can make the world of difference in how we relate to ourselves, others, and things in our life. We're complex cats, as Bill likes to say. There's a whole cast of characters inside, and they vie for being center stage. And in mindfulness practice, through its friendly posture of caring attention, we can get acquainted with them as they appear and learn how to love them into the fold of mindfulness, as I am wont to say. So today, I want to circle back to Thich Nhat Hanh's concept of interbeing that was briefly mentioned a few weeks ago. It describes a radically interconnected world of seeing the self in relation to the whole, to the causes and conditions that bring us into being, and to this notion of loving them, of loving everything into the fold of mindfulness over time. So I'd like to do things a little differently today. I'd like to settle us in first, read you the Thich Nhat Hanh poem, then read you some of his own reflections on the poem, followed by keeping us in meditation until I ring the bell. Okay? All right. So let's just take the next few cycles of breathing and kindly turn the attention to how it feels inside. Open it up a little bit, create a little bit of room. Or simply just use bigger than usual inhalations and bigger than usual exhalations, and just feel how the body, the physical body, opens up, and how the breath body opens up, how it feels like it has more room. It's very helpful to create space when we're, when we feel uptight or in distress. Okay, so now feel into a comfortable posture. Settle in. Settle in. And just let the breathing find its own rhythm. Let it breathe you. Eyes open, eyes closed, soft gaze. Let the eyes rest. And attune the heart-mind to the frequency of caring, friendly, caring attention. In other words, let your thoughts drift to the background. And in the foreground, just feel this overall friendly posture of caring attention. Tune into listening and feel how the words land. The title, Please Call Me by My True Names. Don't say that I will depart tomorrow. Even today, I am still arriving. Look deeply. Every second I am arriving. To be a bud on a spring branch. To be a tiny bird with still fragile wings, learning to sing in its new nest. To be a caterpillar in the heart of a flower. To be a jewel hiding itself in a stone. I still arrive in order to laugh and to cry and to fear and to hope. The rhythm of my heart is the birth and death of all that is alive. I am the Mayflower, metamorphosizing on the surface of the river. I am the bird that swoops down to swallow the mayfly. I am the frog swimming happily in the clear water of a pond. I am the grass snake that silently feeds itself on the frog. I am the child in Uganda, all skin and bones, my legs as thin as bamboo sticks. I am the arms merchant selling deadly weapons to Uganda. I am the 12-year-old girl, refugee on a small boat, who throws herself into the ocean after being raped by a sea pirate. And I am also the pirate, my heart not yet capable of seeing and loving. I am a member of the political bureau with plenty of power in my hands. And I am the man who has to pay his debt of blood to my people dying slowly in forced labor camps. My joy is like spring, so warm it makes flowers bloom all over the earth. My pain, like a river of tears, so vast it fills 4 oceans. Please call me by my true names. I can hear all my cries and laughters at once, so I can see my joy and my pain are one. Please call me by my true names, so I can wake up and the door of my heart could be left open, the door of compassion. Keep breathing, keep breathing. Thich Nhat Hanh is 94 right now. A treasure in our time, really a treasure. He's a Buddhist monk and a Zen master who was born in Vietnam and is globally known for his writings on peace and everyday mindfulness practices. This is what he wrote about the poem. After the Vietnam War, we received hundreds of letters each week from the refugee camps in Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, and the Philippines. It was very painful to read them. We tried our best, but the suffering was enormous, and sometimes we were discouraged. It is said that half of the boat people fleeing Vietnam died in the ocean. Only half at the shores of Southeast Asia.
Only half arrived.
Only half arrived at the shores of Southeast Asia. There are so many young girls, boat people, who were raped by sea pirates. Even though the United Nations and many countries tried to help the government of Thailand prevent this kind of piracy, sea pirates continue to inflict much suffering on refugees. One day, we received a letter telling us about a young girl on a small boat who was raped by a Thai pirate. She was only 12, and she jumped into the ocean and drowned herself. When you first learn of something like that, you get so angry at the pirate. You naturally take the side of the girl. And as you look more deeply, you will see it differently. If you take the side of the little girl, then it's easy. You only have to take a gun and shoot the pirate. But you can't do that. In my meditation, I saw that if I had been born in the village of the pirate, raised in the same conditions as he was, I would now be the pirate. There is a great likelihood that I would become a pirate. I can't condemn myself so easily. In my meditation, I saw that many babies are born along the Gulf of Siam, hundreds every day. And if we educators, social workers, politicians, and others do not do something about the situation, in 25 years, a number of them will become sea pirates. This is certain. If you and I were born today in those villages, those fishing villages, we might become sea pirates in 25 years. If you take a gun and shoot the pirate, you shoot all of us, because all of us are, to some extent, responsible for this state of affairs. After a long meditation, I wrote this poem. In it, there are three people: the 12-year-old girl, the pirate, and me. Can we look at each other and recognize ourselves in each other? The title of the poem is "Please Call Me by My True Names," because I have so many names. When I hear one of these names, I have to say yes. So I say to you now, this is Susan speaking. Yes, there is a cast of characters inside and a cast of characters outside. Similar, different. It is only by causes and conditions that we are who we are with the blessings and challenges we have. Let's right here, right now, learn to love the whole cast of characters inside into the fold of mindfulness.